with the Gators having it first. Samuel down low, quickly doubled. Clayton on the wing, taking it inside, and he gets two.
Well, Clayton can really score.
A diving drive inside won't go, and a miss right there by Condon. Outside, three, got it. Big shot to get the game going, and Tristan De Silva hits it.
Colorado's an excellent shooting team, and De Silva is a guy who can hit from anywhere on the court.
Yeah, and he was the star of their game the other night, Dan.
Luke O'Brien inside. Lampkin's got the ball, and he maneuvers some bodies with his size.
Yeah, he does. Look, Lampkin is a guy who can really score down low.
Long shot, Clayton for three. Wow. Javon Hadley. Condon was defending. Rebound right there by Zion Pullen. And Pullen out of Pleasant Hill, California. With a long shot here, it's Richard who puts it through.
City, it's where I grew up, and he actually lived there. He just went to high school in Pleasant Hill.
O'Brien takes it right down the lane with a very quick move.
Well, so far what we're seeing in this game is some offense, not very much resistance by either team on the defensive end.
So the Buffaloes beating Boise State in the first four Wednesday in Dayton by 7. They shot 44%. Another long one. Richard cans it.
So it's not necessarily the guys you expect all the time that do the damage.
Here's Simpson. First team all Pac-12 player. Lampkin got great position, and that was the key on that one.
He can do so many things at both ends, and he even draws the assignment on Samuel defensively, giving away a lot of weight, but he will work hard.
Samuel puts it through. First time in the tournament for the Buffaloes in 3 years. Wide open lane, driving with ease. Simpson gets it there. Lampkin in the way. And the push out, got him off balance perhaps. Samuel gets it inside, puts it back up and in.
Well, Samuel really got mismatched at the last whistle. The younger brother of Oklahoma City star, Jalen Williams.
Beautiful stroke right there, newly instated Thomas.
That's the first three Houck has made since March the 2nd. He had missed 12 in a row before that.
De Silva,
wanted a technical foul called for hanging on the rim, and there Alex Condon showing you.
And an obvious missed call there by the referees.
Aberdeen to Samuel, and Samuel against De Silva, and back inside they go, and Aberdeen aggressive with his shot.
He can really guard the ball defensively.
Dave Simpson there, you're talking about it, Stan. Let's see on the transition, Kugel at the other end. All made possible on the steal by Aberdeen. The other way.
Well, Cody Williams in the 8 teams playing here in Indianapolis is easy.
Colorado, they're playing a team that can really score, and to keep up with them, they've got to be able to score. Nice job by Gak right there.
Luke O'Brien, nice feed, great finish. De Silva, but Luke O'Brien made it happen. Samuel drives him out. Condon will double him inside. The hesitation, the double. Oh, he was in a straitjacket. He could not get out, and he coughs it up. Kugel inside into Williams, and a whistle and a foul.
Where they missed Lampkin inside.
O'Brien. Ooh, and Condon was bumped by Lampkin, and Condon comes up holding his lower back.
Now Hadley guarding him just to stay out of foul trouble.
Slashing inside is Aberdeen. And they finally get it to go. Samuel bulldozing inside Lampkin. Can't get the first, fighting for it inside. Retrieved right there by Houck. The other way, look at the drive, Kugel. Riley Kugel flies in.
He can bully you down low, but he's a below-the-rim big guy. And so Florida's size, even when he gets deep position, can create some problems.
O'Brien inside, finds the big man. Lampkin has got 6.
He's got that low-line drive shot in there.
Look at that drive, piercing Clayton for 2. Now he's back, coaching the Buffaloes. Back home, Ruffin on top, Hadley. On the wing, Simpson. 3! Good!
Wow.
Good fake by Clayton. Swinging it around. It's a pulling shot from 3. Approaching 4 to play in the first half. Simpson inside to Williams, back to Hadley, a triple.
Well, that was 2 good passes there leading to that. To Williams, and then Williams under control, kicking it out for the 3.
Samuel, good pass down low. It was finally lassoed, but then thrown away. Lampkin got the loose ball. Williams glides the other way. Lampkin in stride, spin, over big man, a pirouette. Shot clock at 9, tried a dangerous pass, that's the result. The galloping Samuel. The trailing Kugel finishes it off well for the Gators.
8 points already.
Lampkin doubled, cutting Hadley, count it, foul!
Are on the interior. Look at this pass to the cutting Hadley for the
lightning quick. Williams, a dynamic player when healthy. Down low they go. Look at De Silva grind his way and find the deuce. Aberdeen is back in. Condon is on top. Gators trying to penetrate, and he's going down low, met by Lampkin. The hook will drop. Pretty shot.
That's a nice job by Condon. Lampkin didn't guard him, and so
Colorado shooting 58% from the floor. Hauk is going to defend De Silva, and he has a spinner inside, which will drop with ease. A gentle shot.
That is a difficult matchup for Hauk.
4-5 De Silva.
And great footwork. He's such a solid, fundamental guy.
Aberdeen 3 for the Gators. Simpson drives over Hauk. Good! Beautiful shot to beat the buzzer. And we are tied. Florida opens up with it.
Let's see if they can maintain this pace.
Condon quickly doubled. They blitz him. Samuel inside. And he puts that over to Silva for 2. He was Mr. Basketball and Football in the state of Minnesota. A tough double. It's Clayton getting free. Walter Clayton puts it in, a starter every game this season. Lampkin down low. In that first 4, he had 13 against Boise State. Corner, 3, good! Put up and in. Luke O'Brien.
1.5 inches to pull that one down.
But he's got great hands.
Simpson, Lampkin! Oh! He is like a defensive end, barreling down that lane. Inside, driving, pretty play. Will Richard.
It's inbounded, and they're right back up, and Richard takes it to the hole.
Well, Richard started the game by making 3 threes.
Forcing the issue, bumping into Lampkin on the doorstep.
Well, if he can get that close.
Tad Boyle changing things up. Aberdeen has come in with the ball. Nice drive inside with authority. Will Richard dives for 2.
That caused that face fracture, so hopefully he's going to be all right, but obviously got a little dinged up by getting hit in the face again.
De Silva 3. What a stroke. And De Silva's put in 12.
Nice flare screen there by Luke O'Brien.
And the rebound by KJ Simpson. And the rebound once again by Tristan De Silva. Pac-12, second team inside. Lampkin pounding his way into Condon, who knocks it away, and De Silva got it back. Lampkin will defend Condon. Nice shot, good play, patience.
That's a big-time move for the
Gators turn it over for the first time in 11 minutes with Hadley on top and defended by Poland. Now the drive by Luke O'Brien. That defense of Colorado. It's a drive right here and a pull-up shot. Poland can't get it.
That's a great block out by Hadley.
It really was, but that ball should have been passed back into Samuel.
O'Brien, what a play! Timeout. Colorado's on a 6-0 run. In double figures. A fake and a drive.
Yeah, they are the 6th highest scoring team in the league. But if you would have told me coming in that Colorado was going to outscore them at the line by 8.
Well, Lampkin is on the bench and decides he's not guarding Samuel anyway. So they're really taking advantage.
Number 3 on Tristan De Silva.
That guy is so good.
Been very impressive.
Driving right here. Beautiful play. Walter Clayton takes it to the hole. And then this beauty by Clayton at the other end. Cody Williams has come in for the Buffaloes. O'Brien takes it down low into Aberdeen. Cross court, Simpson drives, floater on the fly. Well, you're just a reporter. You're not a dealer in superstition. You're just reporting the facts. Samuel Condon, under 10 to go. Quick fire right there, three, Walter Clayton.
And Clayton is a guy who they could really need to get going on the offensive end.
He's made the most threes for the Gators.
Well, when he doesn't have to put it on the floor, he is an excellent shooter.
Foul, Williams.
Well, they're going to call that a good basket.
In college where they doesn't. Todd Golden very, very upset.
He gets it off to Simpson as he flies the other way for the Buffalo.
Great transition defense, though, by Florida.
Lampkin into Condon. Lampkin puts it through. O'Brien's on him. Samuel's got the ball. Defended down low by Hadley. Here's a shot by Richard. Three! What a shot! Big time triple. Hadley with it. Down low. Lampkin saved it. 8.5 to go. Hadley making a move on Samuel and takes it to the hole.
Yeah.
Not only getting that ball, but he's nimble enough to keep it in bounds.
Colorado has made 8 consecutive shots. Kugel, three, bullseye.
And that's the way Florida can come back in this game.
63% from the floor. Lampkin and Condon. Chiseling, driving, scoring, Lampkin.
Tough situations, guys. Look, when you had the play down on the other end that the official or the coach naturally wasn't happy with that. But then one of his partners, as we see a good hoop and one here on this end, you know, there's a little responsibility, in my opinion, on both parts, fellas.
Good stuff, Gene. Thank you. Pullen got 3, and they go inside. Count it. Foul.
Great play coming out of the timeout. Back screen here.
Pullen.
And then the cut to the rim.
De Silva's on the wing. Lampkin down low. Cross court. Williams catches. Drives inside.
90 points. And Florida's got a long way to go. And it's not about this end of the floor. Yes, they've got to score. There's a nice move there. Pullen's trying to take over. Stop. And they do go with some pressure. But there's no way Hauck can guard De Silva off the dribble.
Look at De Silva come in and thunder it down.
I could see that coming in the backcourt. Hauck's got no chance to guard De Silva that far from the basket.
Clayton inside. Hauck.
I think they called a foul on O'Brien. They're going to count the basket. Well, you're trying to put pressure on the ball, but again, as we've seen the entire game, okay.
It's Clayton. He's working on Hadley. Takes it right to the rack.
Hand, for God's sake. If he beats us, he's got to go off the dribble inside the line to his left, please.
Samuel's got the miss.
Stan, what you're talking about is a defensive thing, and we haven't seen very many defensive things in this game.
Clayton tries to split and drive.
Get over on his right hand.
O'Brien just picked up. De Silva on top.
They're
Shot
not
clock
even trying
at 8.
to attack.
They got to now.
It's Simpson with the move in the paint. Oh, what a play!
In clutch situations.
At least they made him go to his left.
3, Clayton in and out. Rebound inside, picked up by Kugel. On top, Pullen. On the wing, 3, Clayton. Card! 3-point game!
Because you're not going to put De Silva on him with 4 fouls. Please guard.
Clayton's a tie. Good! Good!
Down the stretch.
Well, look how long this shot is. I mean, Simpson's guarding him, and he's been...
Williams to inbound. Simpson with it for the lead. Oh! 1.7. Long shot, good as it goes. Colorado wins. The Buffaloes have won.